Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Nathan Hager, joined by Bloomberg's Kriti Gupta on a fairly busy morning, Kriti, when it comes to earnings. We've got some movement for Expedia. Tell us more. Good morning.
Good morning, Nathan. If you had any concern of whether or not people were traveling to the United States, this is a great example to say things are rough in the travel space. And that's where Expedia numbers are coming pretty brutal here. Down about 9.7% for the stock. EXPE trading at $152 a share. Now, Expedia cut their full year outlook. Again, really saying that this is coming from a faltering U.S. demand story. They're saying their gross bookings numbers and revenue numbers are seeing some pressure, weaker than expected domestic and inbound travel in the United States. They've already seen evidence of that in the start of the year, and they expect that to continue into the rest of 2025 as well. They're also pointing out that 2/3 of their business comes from the United States as well. So even externally, the demand going into the U.S. was weak, but so was some of the domestic demand as well. But this does come in line or in contrast to what you're hearing from the likes of Booking.com and Airbnb as well. They actually both beat their estimates, but also issued some similar warnings. So that's kind of a double whammy there for Expedia. EXPE down now almost 10% this morning, trading at $152 a share. Nathan, in terms of big swings, I've got another one for you here.
Okay.
And that is Lyft. Lyft actually moving to the upside quite a bit. LYFT is your ticker, higher by 11.5%, trading at $14 and change. They report a surprise first quarter profit. They're talking about double-digit gross bookings growth. You would think that's all a bit of a tailwind for the stock. On top of that, getting a big pat on the back from none other than Goldman Sachs, upgrading the company from neutral to a buy, installing a $20 price target. So Nathan, trading just shy of $15 a share at the moment. That's with its 11% surge. Goldman Sachs saying it has about $5 more to go. And so a real vote of confidence for Lyft shares. Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about Pinterest as well, because they are also having a good day. PINS is your ticker, higher by about 13% this morning, trading at $31 and change. They are surging because they used the magic word in technology, which is two magic words, which is artificial intelligence. Almost got there. Yeah, that. I was going to say AI. I tried. It's Friday. Give me some slack, if you will.
You know I will.
Thank you. This is exactly what worked for their favor. When it comes to their earnings picture, they're talking about second quarter revenue guidance that topped estimates at their midpoint. So a lot of the concerns you saw in the likes of Alphabet, for example, or Meta, that if you're worried about a recession or slowdown in business investment or slowdown in advertising, Pinterest is saying they're not actually that concerned about the read through there, because some of those AI efforts are going to offset any sort of growth hits that may come down the pike. The revenue they're now talking about a second quarter expected to be from $960 million to $980 million. So that is actually a boost from their previous numbers that they had talked about as well. And then they are just really building out their online search and discovery site business as well. So good things for Wall Street to hear, and that's why you're seeing such a boost in that stock as well. PINS higher by about 30%, trading at about $31 and change. And Nathan, I just want to give you a quick check on Coinbase here, because we do know that Bitcoin has been on the move overnight. So you are seeing Bitcoin trading at a $102,000 handle, I believe. Coinbase, however, down by about 1.3%, and that's an earnings story pressure as well.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.